was in bondage. Now I'm back out here reaping the blessings and getting the benefits that go along with everything that's out here for kings like us. The reason why we like this jewelry and this diamonds and stuff and they don't understand is because we really from Africa and that's where all this stuff come from and we originally...
Mr. Sean Brown to please.
I don't have too much to say. I just started. I'm new. I'm just hoping to keep the torch going and bring the school to an A. Just a few words, a couple of minutes. Came from South Shore High School as an AP. Grew up in Brownsville my whole life. All my friends are dead and in jail. So everything else that I'm doing is a blessing. I don't speak too much about my religious beliefs in the building, but this is a different type of ceremony. God is the reason I'm here.
Amen.
And that's the only reason I'm going to stay here. It's because of Him. And I try and treat people the way that He wants me to treat them. And I'll stop there before it turns into something else. Because I'll go into sermon mode too. I just want to say thank you. Also to Miss Edwards. She's great. She's always here. She's always giving me advice, and again, she's another person who always teaches me. It's all about relationships. It's all about treating people with respect, and also, the students here. I don't know what it is about the kids at EBC High School. These kids are great. Like, they're perfect. Everything about them.
What are some of the problems that you face on a daily basis being a principal of such a big high school?
The biggest challenge is not the students. The students are great. I love the students. They're fun, they're excited, they're looking for guidance. The biggest challenge is parents and also teachers. And the reason I say that is because, when I have my parent-teacher conferences, very few of the parents come. And the parents who do come are usually the students who are doing well. So, I feel like in our community, we don't invest enough time into our students' education. We don't take it serious enough, and it's shown by our presence at these different meetings. And also, dealing with teachers. Most teachers have a contract in which they're guaranteed money, and that's never going to change. So to challenge those teachers to think outside the box, to be excellent, not to just be mediocre and receive payment, is a challenge at times. But I have a no-nonsense attitude, and in my school, I make it very clear that I expect the best from my teachers and parents. And this is a challenge, but I have to have that mindset.
Can you explain the situation that you faced coming into EBC High School, coming from South Shore as an AP into principal's role?
Right. So the transition was pretty difficult. I came from helping the school that I was in, Brooklyn Theater Arts, from helping them receive an A on their progress report. And when I came into the school, it had an F on its progress report. There was a lot of issues between administration and teachers. A lot of teachers had just kind of given up on the school, arguments, fights, students cutting class, misbehaving, and I had to start from the ground up. And the biggest thing that I had to do is rebuild relationships.
All different types of kids. I love my staff, I love my girls, I love my guys. Beautiful, man.
With the staff and administration, and just make sure that we're working together collaboratively to help the students. A lot of trust was broken, so I had to do a lot of work around building healthy relationships again in the school. And students and certain students that just didn't belong in the building, I had to get them out. Teachers who didn't belong in the building, had to get them out, and really draw clear lines as to what I expect to see in my building.
Well, he loves kids.
and that's very evident. It's evident in his decision making.
Oh, you know what? So we're trying to look out for you for next year.
He's there. He's present.
And this is what we get.
And he has a good knack for bringing people together. He leads by example.
What's the
He
name
walks
of
in
the
integrity.
opening?
Definitely a man of character.
What's the name of the company?
You don't really see that nowadays. Been around a few
You don't even have to
schools,
say
and you see a few, loose screws. And he's definitely not one of them. The fact that he was able to turn around the school from an F to, I believe it was a B or an A, right? An A, right? Speaks volumes. So the fact that he can bring a whole school together definitely is a good thing.
Okay, Mr. Brown came to this school about 3 years ago, and when he stepped up in here, I was like, oh, you the principal? And he was like, yes. So it was a little chaotic, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been in this building for about 6 years. And what made him change the school around was the fact that he interacted with the kids. You know, he was like a father figure to them, a big brother to them, and I noticed that. And that's what these kids mostly need. They didn't need somebody that was gonna be stern on them, education, education. Even though he preached education first, he still was more, he took it to a personal level. You know, so that's what actually helped, the school grow.
Well, anytime that you come into a school with an F, people from your network, your superintendent, there's a lot of people looking at you, every single step. How you manage your money, how you supervise instruction, how you look at data and make changes from the data. There's a lot of people looking at you, and you have to do a lot of proving yourself. So it was a very, very stressful year, and several meetings, evaluators coming in, quality reviews, just a lot of people scrutinizing every single thing that I did. Because when you have a new principal coming to a school with an F, you want to ensure that the school doesn't receive another F because it could close. So, you had a lot of people, not necessarily looking for a reason to crucify me, but just making sure that I was the right person for the job, which is fine.
Right now we're on a school outing, just having a good time. The reason we're doing this is because all these kids have been working hard all year, so I wanted to give them a little fresh air. I really wish they had more space in the school to, just enjoy themselves, but, every once in a while we try and have some fun. And I'm having a good time, man. Play a little bit of basketball, embarrass some people, but, they never learn, so,
Having, the family that I have, and also my mother, she's very, aggressive. So if me or my brothers aren't doing the things we need to do, she will get in your face and deal with us. So that's where it comes from.